Hey there, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And if you like videos like this, please make sure you click that like button. It really does help out the channel. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, please do consider subscribing. I love making videos about watches and watch news and watch reviews, and I hope you enjoy them. Anyway, let's jump in to the news freshly reported out of monochromewatches.com. Moser and C has come out with a new Pioneer retrograde seconds. Now, the Pioneer line is a more sporty line, and they've come out with something that's very, very interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen a retrograde seconds on a Moser. I could be wrong, but off the top of my head, I don't recall seeing that. They've done perpetual calendars and tourbillons and whatnot, and the Pioneers come in the center seconds, but looks like they are adding this retrograde feature to it. Let's read a little bit more about it. The star of the show is a 30-second retrograde counter featuring a large arc at the 6 o'clock. Good looking piece. I'm a big fan of these Pioneers. You have the ghost printing of the H. Moser right below the 12 o'clock here. Just a really sleek looking, sporty watch by Moser, and love those Fume style dials. The blue Fume, midnight blue Fume, and you have this nice rubber strap. You're looking at a 42.8 millimeter case diameter, case thickness of 10.6, and look at that movement. Wow, just a good looking movement. Let's see here if we can get a zoom in there. Very cool. Um, probably probably very expensive, but let's just take a look. Yeah, just under $20,000 Swiss francs. Not too bad. Again, this is powered by the HMSC 250 in-house automatic caliber with the Agonor. That's the Agonor, their movement maker. A 30-second retrograde module, bidirectional Paul winding system, 3-day power reserve, 21,600 beats per hour, so low beat rate. Stroman hairspring. Just a nice looking watch, blue rubber it comes with, or alligator leather, or textile, or steel bracelet. So nice little release here by Moser. Moving along, new ice blue Europe only Seiko Presage style SRPL 19, a fancy, colorful take on Seiko's vision of a vintage inspired watch. Hey, I like these. I like these models. I'm not a big fan though. I mean, for me, when I think of the Presage, I think of as it more of a dressy line. And when I see the timing bezel of a diver, it just I could do without that. I could do without that timing bezel. Uh, on this watch. But other than that, I really do like the dial. I love the hands. Just a nice little piece here. Let's check out some of the specs. Um, 40.75 case diameter, 12 thickness, 47 millimeters lug to lug will fit a lot of wrists. Hardlex crystal. Yeah. For 640 euro, would have liked to seen a little bit. Um, I would like to seen some sapphire there, but they're trying to get that vintage look. 50-meter water resistance, 4R35. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot for our movement. It's limited to 3,000 pieces. That really means nothing to me because Seiko does limited pieces in the thousands. But it's available only in Europe, and it's available November 1st. I'm sure we'll be able to get hands on it here in the States. It is hacking. It is hacking. Yeah, I mean, not bad. Good looking watch. A little pricey. Moving on to another Seiko release, and Seiko teams up with the Porter Classic, bringing the Laurel-inspired black enamel Presage SBP449. I like this watch. I mean, it's a good looking piece. The only thing I would say, it's small. This does remind me of like a pocket watch kind of look. Very, very classy kind of piece, and look at those wired lugs. Um, yeah, I mean, that's very, very interesting. Looks like it's limited to 500. I like the look, but it is tiny. This is a tiny watch. You're looking at 35 millimeter case diameter, 12.3 millimeter case thickness, 37 millimeter lug to lug. limited to 500 pieces. I don't know if this is a woman's watch or not. It's a 6-hour 5H movement, 72-hour power reserve here. But I mean, I have no problem throwing it back to the vintage look, but make it a little bit bigger. Not a big fan of the automatic 3 days written on top. I think they could have, lost that there. Not that important to me. It would have just cleaned up the dial a little bit. But overall, I like the look and just wish it was a little bit bigger. Moving along, Nomos Tangenti to date, the new in-house caliber DUW 4601. Nomos updates its classic Hanwha in-house caliber and brings the Tangenti to two date displays. Two dates, interesting. So you have the you have a date at the 6 o'clock here, normal cutout, and then you have these little cutouts here on the outside. That's curious. Um, let's see here. It's a good looking watch, the Tangenti, but yikes. I mean, like, it almost seems like this was an accident. Like they meant to do something else, maybe like a calendar, and then they were like, "Yeah, maybe this is going to be too expensive, so of a price point. So let's make two dates." I don't get the logic here. Let's see what they say here. So it features both the classic date at 6 o'clock and a relatively large opening and printing, and then the cutouts for the other date. And why such a choice? From the words of Nomos, it allows knowing the current date as well as having a vision of the remaining time before the next month. Yikes, that's a stretch. Um, it is a new movement here. Now, it's a small movement, um, but at least they filled out the rest of the case back, and you have that sun ray engraving in the back, which is typical German. Not a bad looking movement, but it is a small movement. It looks like they try to compensate it with that plate on the outside of the movement. A little bit more here: 37.5 millimeter case diameter, 6.75 case thickness, 49.3 length. Yeah, you're gonna get this. So this you may want to try this watch on before you or try a tangente, because these wire lugs, which I'm not a big fan of, that will make this watch feel a little bit bigger on wrist. Yeah, it's typical German to do that, these wired lugs like this. And I'm a big German watch fan, but I'm not necessarily a fan of that style. You're looking at a 2360 solid black, 2580 euro with a sapphire case. Yeah, they always upcharge for the case back. That's unfortunate. But I guess all these companies do. Okay, moving along to the Hamilton Khaki Aviation Auto Pilot, available in the midsize 39. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing this. You see this trend for a while now, going with. Let's see here. I lost my screen. Going with smaller pilot watches, I guess, to fit a lot of wrists. To me, the pilot watch has got to be 40, at least 42, right? 42 millimeter case diameter. I know typically, historically, they've been way bigger than that, but at 39, I mean, maybe they're competing with or trying to give an option, affordable option to the IWC Mark series. Anyway, it's powered by the H10 80-hour power reserve. You're looking at around a little over €1,000 for strap and bracelet models. You'd probably be under $1,000 USD. And the 39 millimeter case diameter, 11 point millimeter case thickness. Yeah, 100-meter water resistance, not that bad. It's going to fit a lot of wrists. If you like Hamilton and if you like that look, this might be an option. And finally, another pilot watch, Newstova Flieger versus Black Forest Lagoon. Man, it's the point to me for all these Fleer watches is the legibility, and I feel like, yeah, I mean, you'll be able to tell what time it is at night, but during the day, I don't know, these blackout indices, I'm not a big fan of that cutout. I mean, I do appreciate it, them matching the date number with the loom of the hands, but ugh, yeah, I mean, look, I appreciate Stova trying to do something different here, but for me, this misses the mark. Um, Although, I kind of like the movement side. That's kind of cool. The contrast between the black DLC case and the polished or the brushed stainless steel of the movement there. 40 millimeter case diameter, 10 millimeter case thickness. At least it's a little bit bigger than the than the previous watch, the Hamilton. And you're looking at a little over $1,000 euro here for the basic. Um, there's a top grade movement that you'll pay a little bit more for an automatic and a manual for sale. Type A, type matte black design. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these watches. Please put a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.